Sit down, right? It ain't cool being no jive turkey so close to Thanksgiving. Sit down, right? It ain't cool being no jive turkey so close to Thanksgiving.
$5 and get a 29-cent per pound turkey.
29-cent pound turkey. 29-cent pound turkey. You're supposed to spend $35 to get the turkey for 29 cents a pound.
An employee tells me this all started around 6:30 this evening over the promotion you see right here. Spend $35 and get a 29-cent per pound turkey. And High Point police say when they arrived, they found a man with a gunshot wound to his arm.
A customer came from Register 6, ran over to the man that was all in my face, was like, "This is a woman, talk to me like that." Next thing you know, they right there, confrontation go on, they fighting. The man was steady tussling, trying to get his gun out his pouch to shoot the other man. He couldn't get it, so when he did finally get the gun out his thing, he pointed at the man's face. And the man was like, "Oh, you want to pull out a gun?" He come out this door, the other one come out that door. They met right there where them officers at and started shooting. They was out here shooting. We all start, our manager holler, everybody go out the back door, get to the back.
Also, no word on whether those two have been arrested, but right now we do know that the store is closed for the rest of the evening, and they
all over turkey, a 29-cent pound turkey.
That's what Paris Harris says led to a shooting at this food line on North Main Street in High Point. Harris says,
all over turkey, a 29-cent pound turkey.
Shalom, 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 Yasharallah. Giving all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Amashiach Barakatai. Tahawada for the Rakak, Quadash. Tahawada for our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Yaquab. Tahawada for this troop. Tahawada for the men of David, Barakatai upon the men of David, and the elect, the hopeful elect in Yasharallah. Tahawada for the Yaquat and the children of Yasharallah, Barakatai. And once again, Barakatai upon the men of David that's doing this work in sincerity and in truth, presenting their tabernacle, which is their body, that Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai have loaned us. This temple, this body that we have is loaners from Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem Shai, and Barakatai upon these men of David, the 144,000 and the elect men, women, and children of Yasharallah, the Howard for the Shabbats, the new moons, and the high holy days. Give it all honor once again to Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And I'm going to do this lesson on 2/3 of the Hebrew Israelites. Once again, I'm going to do a lesson on the 2/3 of Yasharallah. And our people is back in the news again over a damn turkey, and you would be a jive turkey because they getting ready to celebrate Thanksgiving Day, right? A pagan holiday, a pagan tradition here that was started in Babylon, in the land of confusion, here in spiritual Egypt, here in Sodom and Gomorrah, here in Nineveh and Assyria and Samaria, here in Rome, revised, and Greece, and Basra, the daughter of the Chaldees, and Mount Seir, right? Here in USA, the land of the north, right? This tradition was started over the slaying of the 10 tribes of Yasharallah, right? So this is a very wicked holiday, right? To celebrate the mass genocide of Yasharallah, the northern kingdom, the kingdom of Ephraim, of Joseph. Okay, and our brothers and sisters try to get this pagan holiday started because they got 2 weeks left to get to it. Okay, we know Esau is behind this, whether this is staged or whether it's not staged. Nonetheless, it's the will of Abba Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Mashah Barakatai. And we're going to bring out precepts to show you the buffoonery and the madness how these other nations feel about the Israelites, which would be you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans with Indian, Taino, Negro descent by the pedigree, by the seed of your fathers, and where we've been scattered in the four corners and the four winds of the earth amongst every nation, looking like some of the other nations and speaking their tongue and language. Right? Shooting over a turkey. Gobble, gobble, right? Let's bring out some precept, Yasharallah, because the Most High command his men to bring out precepts to give the elect edification and exaltation to Yasharallah, and to prophesy the downfall of Esau, Edom, and these heathens, kingdom and empire and rulership, and to against 2/3 of you Israelites as well. So Prophet Ezekiel, a Hebrew Israelite, and he said unto me, Son of man, right, I send thee to the children of Yasharallah. Just showing you how these so-called African Americans and Latinos and Native Americans are the Israelites, because they are a rebellious, very, very rebellious house. They still down with Egypt. They still down with Baal, Merodach, Molech, the Buddha man, spiritual. They tell you how spiritual. Nothing but witches amongst Yasharallah. Nothing but warlocks and wizards, right? Amongst the 2/3 of the Hebrew Israelites. So they very wicked, they very rebellious against the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahweh. And his only begotten son, by Hashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach, right? So the Most High have sent us, the men of David, the meek servants, and this is a meek servant report, a report amongst Yasharallah. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee. So the Most High is the one sending us. We not doing our own thing, Yasharallah, right? To the children of Yasharallah, to a rebellious nation. You see? It's all in the book, right? The good book that had rebelled against me, shooting over a turkey while they trying to get this pagan holiday started. They and their fathers have transgressed against me. Celebrating Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving Day is transgression, is breaking the laws of Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, the laws that Abba Yahweh have given to Prophet Masha and all the men of King David and all the sons of Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, right? Even unto this very day, to this day, that happened on what? The 13th, the 14th, the shooting happened on November 14th, right? To this day, in 2025, they still being rebellious. It never stopped. They never changed. For they are imputent children and stiff-hearted, meaning their mind. Stiff-hearted, as we say, you got a hard head. They hard-headed. You know that we the so-called blacks, Judah, and the 12 other tribe. 11 of the tribe are the children of Yasharallah. Who known for saying you hard-headed? Who known for saying a hard head gonna make a soft butt or a soft behind. Who known for these slangs, sayings, parables, so-called black man, so-called Hispanic and Native American? We known for all these sayings, these dark sayings. Right? So the Most High say, you hard-headed Israel, I do send thee unto them. So the Most High sent his men to some hard-headed Israelites. 230 y'all, right? And thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Elohim, Abi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. So Yasharallah, whether you hear or forbear, we did the work. Whether you hear or whether you forbear. For they are a rebellious house. See? It's all in the good book, right? Yet shall know that there had been a prophet among them. See, you gonna know that a prophet had been among you. You gonna know that the men of David had been among you. You gonna know that the men of Abba Yahweh, the pastors of his heart, the meek servants, the servants of Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Masha, had been amongst you. That's how you gonna know, Yasharallah, because you're getting this warning, right? We giving it to you hot off the press, right out the book, because our people is a sinful nation, the Mosai say, right? Let's start at verse number 2, Isaiah 1 and 2, another Hebrew Israelite, right? They are Israelites, right? This is an Israelite book. Salvation is only for the Israelites. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, right, O earth. For the Elohim has spoken, and he speak through his prophets, right? You still ain't getting it though, right? I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. See, when you're celebrating Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, Happy New Year's, so forth and so on, that's your way of rebelling against Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Barakatah, and there's a penalty for this. The ox knoweth his owner. You see, the Most I say, even the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass. An ass is a donkey, his master's crib. But Israel, but Yasharallah, right? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans with Indian, Taino, nigger to sit, and will we be scattered in the 4 quarters of the earth? Do it not know, my people do it not consider. Our people don't even consider the Most High. They don't consider Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. They don't consider what he looked like. They don't consider his ways. They don't consider they Hebrew Israelites. They don't consider the law, statutes, commandments, and judgments and testimonies. They don't consider their heritage. They don't consider their language. They don't consider the clean and the unclean meats. They don't consider anything when it comes to the Bible, the book of the law, the book of prophecy. All a sinful nation, the Most High say, a people laden with iniquity, means sin upon sin upon sin upon sin. A seed of evil doers, getting shot in the arm over a damn gobble, 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 trying to get that turkey in their crib so they could get it deep fried or roasted in a damn oven for Thanksgiving Day. A pagan holiday. When the Most High have given us high holy days to celebrate. You see, to acknowledge But our people is laid with iniquity, a seed of evil doers. You get shot, kill it, shooting your own brother over a turkey. That's the madness. That is madness, man. Where you could get shot over a turkey. They have forsaken the Lord, the Elohim. See, our people have forsaken the Elohim, Abba Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They have provoked the Holy One of Yasharala unto anger. And the Most High, well, we see he got shot. And the Most High bringing death and destruction every day. We're going to try to pull that out too through the Kakodash. Every day. Every day these ninjas are being wicked, man, in these ninjarettes. Every day. They don't miss a heartbeat. Every chance they get, they being wicked and evil. One of Yasharala unto anger, they are going away backward. You see the Most High said they are going away backward. You see, the Most High say, why should ye be stricken anymore? So the Most High tired whipping you. He tired whipping you with the whipping stick, which is Esau Edom. The Most High finna burn you now in World War III. He finna nucleify you. You gonna catch these arrows. You gonna catch these arrows in World War III. That third war is, you finna turn to dust, and you gonna wanna die and you can't die. You gonna feel it. You gonna feel it. You will feel the fire. You will revolt more and more. The Most I said, the more he chastises you, then just the more y'all cut up even more. You revolt more and more. The more he whip you with Esau, the more you ninjas cut up. You can't make this up. The more he punish you, he take away your food, he take away your money, he give you bad health, he bring famine and pestilence upon you ninjas, and y'all cut up still. More and more. So now he gotta burn you. The Most I say the whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint. Cause we the talk of the town. All these heathens is doing now, they just clowning. Look at these ninjas shooting each other over a goddamn turkey, man. The talk of the town. They clowning you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, right? Who are the Hebrew Israelites? Clowning, making, and they deserve 2/3 of y'all deserve to get clowned, and that's why the Most High he will bring judgment upon 2/3 of the Hebrew Israelites, right? Right? That's what's going on, y'all. The Most High said lamentation to lament, right? Lamentation means to lament, to weep, right? To weep. He had cut off his fierce anger. Let me come down because I just want to get straight to the point. I just want to go straight to the point. Let's just get straight to it. I want to get straight to it because I know Yasharalik got a short attention span. I don't want to make it too lengthy, too long. Let's start here. The Most High said, Lamentations 2:11, my eyes do fail with tears. My bowels are troubled. My liver is poured upon the earth for the destruction of the daughter of my people, because the children and the suckling swoon in the streets of the city. They say to their mothers, where is corn and wine? When they swoon as the wounded in the streets of the city. When their soul was poured out into their mother's bosom, what things shall I take to witness for thee? What things shall I liken to thee, O daughter of Jerusalem? What shall equal Salakia? What shall I equal to thee, that I may comfort thee? Because the Most High is trying to comfort us through this truth, through waking us up to who we are and what's required of us. As it's saying, Baruch 2:30, stirring up our remembrance. He got his meek servants, he got the men of David out here in the streets and the highways and the byways doing this work and sincerity true, prophesying out there for edification and exaltation, trying to comfort us with these prophecies, with this truth, with the law, statutes, commandments, and judgments, and testimonies, right? Through his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, trying to comfort us while we in the land of captivity, while we behind enemy's line. He's trying to comfort with his words, right? O virgin daughter of Zion, for thy breach is great, like the sea. Who can heal thee? Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee. See, that's vain and foolish. Celebrating Thanksgiving, getting shot in the arm over a tradition that was not given to us by our forefathers and by our power, Abba Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah Masha Barakatai. The Most High never gave us Thanksgiving Day, never gave us Thanksgiving Day, never gave us Gobble Gobble Day, Israel. And they have not discovered thy iniquity to turn away thy captivity. See, 2/3 of the Hebrew Israelite don't want to repent, don't want to come back to serving their power, don't want to acknowledge even being a Hebrew Israelite, but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment. All that passed by clapped their hands. See, Esau, the so-called white man, Moab, the Chinese man, Ammon, the Japanese man, and these Koreans and these other nations. Japhet, who was the so-called Samoans, Polynesian, Filipinos, so forth and so on. All these other nations, Ishmael, Ham, Cush, they clap their hand and say, these niggas? You mean these people, these wetbacks, these Hispanics, these Native Indians, these Cherokee, these Wichita, they the children of the Most High? You mean them? These ninjas and ninjarettes? These are the Israelites? See, the ones that were stealing that turkey on yesterday and got shot, they were shooting over Turkey. That's the Israelites. These are the sons and daughters of Abba Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakatai, and all that passed by clapped their hands, because this is the day they waited for to see us like this. They've been waiting for this day. But now the Most High is raising up a 1/3 and a hopeful elect of Yasharallah. See, because we know 2/3 of Yasharallah gonna stay in this madness. That's why the Most High says Zechariah 13:8, 2 parts therein gonna be cut off on this side. They gonna have to stay on this side and catch that fire in World War III. They're gonna have to catch this fire. They must catch it. And they gonna catch it. And they go, and the Most High going to burn you, burn you. Zechariah 14:12. 2 Peter 3:10. You're going to have to catch the fire. You're going to have to feel it. All that clap, Salaki, all that passed by clap their hand at they hiss and wag their head. And the daughter of Yerushalayim saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. So the Most High said they talking shit about us right about now. They talking shit about us right about now. You jive turkeys. They hiss and gas the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for. See, they couldn't wait to see us in these conditions. They couldn't wait to see us like this, begging them, asking them for help, going to them in want of all things, them being the head and we being the tail. Right? We serving their guys and not our power. We on Section 8 and welfare. This the day they waited for. This was the day they looked for. They waited for this day. This was a day they had waited for. To see us in captivity, hung in the tree. So forth and so on. Feed to alligator for bait. They waited for it. The day we look for, we have found, we have seen it. They seen it already. They did it already. See, they did it already, Yasharala. The talk of the town, right? Silly turkeys. Let's get the book of Jeremiah. I ain't gonna be much longer. Either you gonna get it or you ain't gonna make it. It's just simple as that, Israel. Either he gonna get it, well, I'm looking for. Either he gonna get it, you gonna understand what we bringing out, the words of Abba Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, or you just not going to make it. That's it. Right? That's it and that's all, right? The Mosai said, how long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? Because we bringing his videos out. Like I'm doing on today. All praise to Abba Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's us sounding the trumpet, blowing the alarm in Yasharala. Every time we do a video, that's another trumpet being sound. Every time you see the men of David and their garments coming out in sincerity and truth, warning Yasharala, concealing not, making it publish. Well, every time you see it, another trumpet being sound, another warning to you Hebrew Israelites to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, right? To get your shit together. For my people is foolish, big foolish. Didn't Master P and Eddie Griffin make a movie back in 1999 or 2000? Big foolish. The most I say for my people is foolish. Because if you shooting over a turkey for a pagan holiday that's 2 weeks away, you would be big foolish. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Satan's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise, you see? They are wise to do evil. They are wise to get that turkey for Thanksgiving. And there's nothing wrong with eating turkey. So don't be simple and stupid. But you getting this turkey on the sake of Thanksgiving Day, and where it become a fight and somebody gets shot. That was judgment. And now you getting the Christmas tree to get ready for another pagan holiday when Jeremiah 10:1 say don't follow the ways of the heathen. It go into Christmas. Because right now, a lot of you Israelites already got the Christmas tree in your house. Y'all so bugged the hell out. Y'all got a turkey and a tree at the same damn time. Full of madness. Getting your mistletoe and everything. You name it. You name it. And there's nothing wrong with the turkey. There's something wrong with you Israelites. 2/3 of you Israelites. So don't get simple. The Most High say, Satan's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. See, when it comes to do good, the Most High say, you ninjas and ninjarettes just have no knowledge of it. And we bringing the knowledge. We giving you knowledge, but you have rejected the knowledge. As it say in Hosea 4:6. My people have rejected the knowledge. See, you don't want it. We bring it, but you don't want it. You can't make this up, right? The knowledge is free. We giving it to you. We're bringing it out. We're making it plain upon table to give you the proper understanding, but you have rejected it. So the Most High going to bring destruction and judgment upon you, right? Let's get that in the book of where would that be? Zephaniah 3:5, I believe. The Most High say the just Elohim is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. The Most High say every morning do it he bring his judgment to light. He fell it not. But the unjust, 230 you Hebrew Israelites, know it no shame, you see? So the Most High say every morning he bringing judgment to life, Israel, every day. Every morning mean every day. He's bringing death and destruction upon 230 you Israelites. Every morning, every day. Because you just don't want to repent and be converted. The Most High said that Elohim, by Hashem Yahushua, judgeth the righteous, and Abba Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. You don't miss a day. Right? And a lot of you going to get judged on Turkey Gobble Gobble Day. Can't make this up. We'll be doing lessons and videos on Thanksgiving Day, right? Most High will, that's his will. The Most High say, but to Israel, but to Yasharallah, he said all day long. See, we doing these lessons, brothers doing lessons 2-3 times a day. Because we at the end of the end of the end of the end of the end. Brothers doing lessons twice a day now. But to Yasharallah, he said all day long. I have stretched forth my hands unto a disobedient and gainsaying people. Shalom, shalom, Yasharallah, shalom, shalom.